Hi guys, and welcome back to Yorkshire Railway, and welcome back to, this is a first I'd say, because this is the second chance of the 9F. So I want to give a quick shout out to Thomas and Christoph. They've been absolutely brilliant help over at TMC in getting my 9F sorted. So they've seen all the footage from the original review, basically deemed it, yeah, it shouldn't be doing that, shouldn't be slowing down on the corners, and certainly apparently the buzzing sound was a bit of a fear for them really. It said that although I'm on analog, it shouldn't be making such a loud noise. So yeah, I'm thrilled to say that they put one aside for me, and I've sent my old one back. So this is a brand new one. So let's just do a quick recap as such, and get it out of the packaging. So yeah, literally this has just been delivered. So the postman has just been, and we're good to see. So first off, it's all in one piece, which is great. I'm not going to bother going through the instructions or anything like that, but we'll just, do a quick overview of the locomotive itself. If I can slide it out, so there we go. So yeah, we're still in the clamshell packaging, which I don't mind. And then detail bag. So yeah, we've got the etched metal nameplates. They look fantastic. The painted crew figures, again, great. We've got the spare couplings in there, some steps, the chain coupling. That looks really, really nice. Obviously, it's a static one. And then we've got the cylinder drain cocks as well, and the brake rigging. So yeah, looks all to be there. And then opening the clamshell up to take a look at this magnificently looking model, because I will say the only thing that let it down for me was the poor performance. I'd say the looks are great on this. Really, really great. So yeah, in terms of overall looks, it is looking stunning. Yeah, there's no visible glue that I can see, except for one person did point out in the comments down below, and it is a factor. You can see in that front window there is a bit of glue mark in the painting, but I'll be honest, I didn't notice last time. So good eagle-eyed spotting. Another thing that I didn't do last time was I didn't actually spin it around, I don't think, because I didn't realise that the detailing is actually different on the other side. So look at that pipework there. It's such finely moulded and looks absolutely fantastic. But yeah, real shame about the windows at the front. Certainly the glue marks do detract from it a little bit, but other than that, black is a very unforgiving colour, so definitely there isn't much room for error. I think that's just a bit of oil, but there is something on that bit there. I don't know if it'll even pick it up on the camera. No, there's a little bit of like a smudge there, but it's not too detracting. I can clean that off myself. But yeah, in terms of actual visible glue, I can't really see any on this locomotive. I do think it looks absolutely fantastic, but the main thing is the performance. So I'm not going to bother as such in terms of showing too much of a performance. I might, if I notice anything, I'll record it, but essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to run it in half an hour in either direction, and then we'll get back to the proper test, because all that was covered in the previous video. As I say, unless I notice anything peculiar, then I'll obviously insert that in the next clip. But yes, we'll cut to it after it's been running. Right, I've just uncoupled the tender somehow. Right, anyway, there is the 9F Black Prince running. Let's say it's not been without its niggles. I didn't bother capturing it, I just tried to fix it as soon as possible, but it has had 3 occasions in the whole hour that it's ran in, 2 in the forwards direction, and one in reverse, where all of a sudden the wheels just lock up and it just stops dead, but you can hear the motor humming. It's a good job I'm sat inside the shed and not decided to wander off and, go make a cup of tea or whatever, because that would damage the motor. So I've been able to get to it as quick as possible to take it apart. Essentially, what I've deduced it down to is the screws on the base keeper plate were either just a little bit too tight. Well, that was for two of them anyway. I think the first one, the front bearings weren't actually in the slot properly, so I had to realign those. Brilliant. And then I think it was either I put the screws back on too tightly, or they were already like that originally, and I've just tightened them up as they were, because they were quite stiff to get off. So I presume that was the way they were supposed to go back on. But anyway, touch wood, when I put them back on the last time, I didn't do them all the way until my screwdriver, which I've got a Torx screwdriver as well, so it won't let me go any further than it will allow, but I still think that was a little bit too tight. So what I did was I went to that point and then went back a sort of quarter turn, and since then it has been okay. So I'm not going to say it's perfect, but by no means, but it's okay. So we can get over that. But yeah, other than that, I will say this model has been a lot smoother in terms of its running in. It has also been a lot quieter. So much so I've barely noticed it's been running around whilst I've been sort of editing other videos. So yeah, absolutely great. But what we'll do is I'll just test the crawl again. We'll jog our memory on how good that was. I can't really remember, to be honest. I seem to remember it was all right, but I'll be happy to be proven wrong. So upping the power. I think I did see a little bit of movement then. Oh, there we go. Yes, that is moving. Ever so slowly, that is moving. Obviously, the buzzing is still there. It's not as bad as it was, I will say. It probably sounds worse on camera than it does in person. But that is my terrible Hornby controller that is doing it. But yeah, that is ever so slowly edging its way forwards. It seems to have stalled a little bit. I'll just up the power a little bit more. I have a feeling it's probably just going to start now. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, I will say that the performance is definitely better than the last one. Granted, it's had this little hiccup. But yeah, I think it has got a decent crawl in it. It's just I think my controller is absolutely pathetic, but there is elements there. So I imagine once this is chipped, this will have really, really slow speed control. So yeah, I'm rather quite happy now with this model, absolutely. I will be keeping an eye on it, I will say that. I'm going to do some extensive running with this over the week. I reckon coming out here for a few hours, just running this loco, just to see if any issues do happen, because I'm not promising that I will be keeping it, because if that persists, that's going to get quite annoying, and I don't see the point in having another faulty model. So I think I'll probably end up just sending this one back and getting my money back if it does happen again. But so far, I think I have got on top of the issue. I think it was literally just some over-tightened screws. But yeah, certainly it has been a lot better, I will say that. Right, I think what needs to happen now is we can hook it up to some coaches. We'll give it a proper good running in session with a load. And we'll see, has the performance, basically been lost, or has it gained some? Is it a lot better than the previous one that I had? So yeah, let's see what happens, but we'll cut to that in a second. Okay, so we have the 9F hooked up to the original rake of coaches that I had before. So we've got 6 coaches in total, 2 in a BR Maroon and 2 in the BR Crimson and Cream. So yeah, let's see how it performs now. Open the power. Look at the slow, steady speed. There we go. I think we'll try. Yeah, we'll try to 50%. Okay, so here comes the 9th. Oh, there was a bit of a noticeable slowdown on that corner again. I'm not sure what it is with that corner. I have a theory, but let's see if it slows down again. So I just don't think this motor's got much torque in it, you know. It's not really slowing down again. Going back around again. Absolutely fine. Yep. That's when it gets to here. Yep, it slows down a little bit. So yeah, it's not, it's definitely by no means as bad as the last one. Is it perfect? No. Like, it's slowing it down a little bit there. Anyway, I've sort of glossed over my theory. Oh, there we go. Let me just turn the power off quickly. So this is what I mean is, this is the locking up. I'll just move my tripod out of the way. Excuse the mess. So, yeah. So if I pull the loco around, I'll just rip it off very quick. Okay, so I've had to just switch to tripod mode so I can show you, but look, if I try and move the wheels, that one, the centre one's moving a little bit, that one is, but the geared wheel, nothing at all. And there we go, look, see? It's like it's getting stuck. So yeah, not really sure on that one. But obviously that gets stuck and then it just literally just grinds to a halt, as you've just seen there in the video. So yeah, I'm a little bit stumped for words, whether it is the gear itself that's just not lining up properly, or it's somehow able to shift too much off of its axle. I don't know, but yeah, it's a bit worrying. I think what I'm going to do is, rather than having a running in session, let's end the video here. I will do the ratings and such, but in the comments down below, what do you think I should do with this? Do you think I should keep it and try and fix that issue, or shall I send it back and get a refund? Yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. But anyway, let's move on. Okay, so I don't want to be doing this for too long, but as you can see, the wheels have locked up yet again, and it's come to a stall. Yeah, it does this randomly, whether it's on curves or straights, it just randomly locks up. I'm not entirely sure what is causing it. It's I don't know if it's the driving axle that's not aligned or anything, but yeah, not brilliant. I'm just going to switch it off now and I'll come back to it. But yeah, as I say, it's not great, not at all. I think this one is going to have to go for a repair of some description, because I can't be having that, you know, if it's driving around and, say for instance, in the future, when we've got scenery up and there's going to be areas where there's going to be like tunnels and areas where I won't be able to get to it, and if it locks up in the tunnel, I've had it because it will not be able to drive itself out. So yeah, I don't really know what's causing it, but it's very annoying. Yeah, very, very annoying, to say the least. Yeah, just not brilliant, is all I've got to say. Not brilliant at all. So yeah, second 9F, and I don't know, this one's going to have to go back for a repair, definitely. I don't think TMC have any more of these in stock anymore, so yeah, big shame, because it's definitely been running a lot better with the 3 more modern carriages, I will definitely say. There's not been any slowing down, it's just this random stopping where, I don't know, the driving gear just isn't engaging with the driving wheel, and then it just stalls. But then if I take it off the track and have a play around with it, essentially by just wiggling the wheels back into place, it starts going again, and then it can just do it any random time. So it's happened on curves, it's happened on straights. Yeah, just not happy. Not happy, because I absolutely do really like this locomotive. It's visually stunning, but performance-wise, yeah, not brilliant. Okay, just so I can show you what is happening. So obviously this is the driving axle here. Don't know if you can quite see, but obviously it's locked off there. It's as if the gear is sort of stuck. So if you see that one there, it's got this click, whereas the other ones sort of do have this springing motion. That one too clicks a little bit as well, but not too bad, but it's as if the bearing isn't right. I'm not really sure what to do on that one. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below, what do you think I should do with this locomotive? Do you think I should just put up with it, or do you think I should contact TMC again and potentially send this back to Hornby to get it repaired? Because in my mind is, obviously if there's no more bodies left, theoretically they're all the same, so they could take this out of a 9F chassis they've got and basically just put a whole new mechanism with this body on. Yeah, let me know in the comments down below, what do you think I should do? Alright, so let's have some ratings. So this is for Hornby's 9F Black Prince, and we'll start off with the performance. So performance wise, I have awarded it 3.5 stars this time around. Main reason being is, through the week of testing that I have been doing, I have not really found much issue. Using a bit more modern coaching rather than sort of the older tooling where it's got a little bit of draggy wheels, certainly I have found no issues whatsoever with this locomotive slowing down. The only downside to it is obviously the problem where it keeps on locking up. And I honestly think if this ran perfectly, I could quite happily award this 4 stars. It is, yeah, pretty decent. You know, it lacks a bit in torque, I think, but in terms of running, it's very, very smooth and certainly capable of hauling some good tooled coaches. But yeah, 3.5 stars I think is the best I can award it at the moment. Certainly, if this issue can be fixed, then yeah, we'll probably be looking at a 4-star. But, you know, I don't think I'll be doing a third rendition of this video. This is going to be the final one I'm going to do. We'll see what comes of it in the end. Detail, I've awarded 4.8 stars again. Again, the detail hasn't changed since the last one, so I'm not going to get into the reason why. It's just a stunningly detailed model. So yeah, certainly deserves everything it gets for that. Now, livery, I awarded 5 stars in the last video. And yeah, I think I might have been a bit generous with that. Certainly, I didn't pick out the glue marks around the window frames. And it was an eagle-eyed viewer, forgive me, I don't remember your name, but yeah, they pointed it out, and certainly I've checked this time, and the same issue is there again. So yeah, that's two separate models, and the same issue is prevalent. So yeah, I've knocked it down a little bit for that. It's not too much of a detraction, as it is in the front window panes rather than the side, so you can't really see it when it's running along. But certainly, now I know it's there, it is one of those things that you certainly can pick out looking at it. So yeah, I've dropped it down a bit for that. Quality wise, again, 3 stars. It could be better, but again, we've got another faulty model here. Granted, this one works a lot better than the last one, but still, you know, not brilliant. I'm 2 for 2 now on faulty models, and let's say it's definitely not the year for me and Model Railways 2025 by the sounds of it. We're 3 models in terms of locomotives, and every single one is faulty. So yeah, not having a good year of it. Value wise, again, 3.5 stars. I can't fault the price that I paid at 142, I think it was, but certainly at the full price of £250, yeah, I can't justify that whatsoever. And then we get to the overall rating, which is 3.92. So from the last one, I think it was 3.76 if my memory serves me right. Yep, 3.76. So yeah, it's gone up a little bit, but not by much. As I say, if we had a better performing model and it wasn't having that lockup issue, easily a 4-star performance. Again, I can't really fault it in terms of that. It has been running very smoothly for the time that it has been running. A lot quieter this time as well. So yeah, it's a shame that this has had to happen. But again, I'll be contacting TMC, and we'll see where we can go from this. Whether it is going to be, because I'll be honest, I don't really want a refund. I would like to have a Black Prince that's working. So whether they can send it back to Hornby to be repaired, or if you know, they can swap out a different chassis from a working 9F, that certainly would be a great thing. But we'll see what happens. I'll contact TMC tomorrow, and yeah, we'll see what happens in the future. But I'll keep you guys updated in some form of post on either here or on my Instagram, and we'll certainly try and get a working 9F. But anyway, that is all from me today, guys. If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. And as well as that, don't forget to drop a comment. What do you think I should do with this model? As well as, has anybody else had a faulty 9F from Hornby? Because it seems like I seem to be getting them all at the minute. As well as, if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We're very, very close to 1,000 subscribers. So yeah, it'd be a really big help if you can hit that subscribe button so you will get notified when I update a new video. But yeah, that's all from me today, guys. I hope you have a lovely day doing whatever you're doing, and I will catch you in the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.